Hello everyone, today I am going to take up the lecture on Java wrapper classes and autoboxing and unboxing. A wrapper class in Java is the type of class which contains reference classes for all the primitive data types. When a wrapper class is created, a new field is created and in that field we store the primitive data types. It also provides a mechanism to convert primitive into object and object into primitive. Sometimes there is a need that we only use the reference data type, but we are unable to use a primitive data type. A primitive data type, for example, int, char, float, double, cannot be used. For example, in passing as argument for some functions, we cannot use a primitive data type because the functions are not or methods are not designed in that way. So we have to use their reference counterparts. So in order to make reference data types instead of primitive data types, what we create are known as wrapper classes. So there's a wrapper class for each and every primitive data type in order to make that primitive data type be accessible as arguments to functions. Now, for example, when we work in generics, we generally use a generic array list capital integer instead of array list small int. Now, the difference between array list capital integer and the small array list int is that first of all, array list, which is taking a capital integer as a data type, is taking the wrapper class or a reference data type as an argument. So we are going to supply that, and then the array list taking simple int. It is not so useful in case of generics. An integer is the wrapper class of int primitive type. We use the Java wrapper class because for generics we need objects and not the primitives. Now, what are the advantages of Java wrapper classes? They are used to convert the primitive data types into objects. That is, objects are needed whenever we need to pass an argument in the given method. If a function is so designed that it can take only a reference data type, so we have to convert the primitive type into its equivalent reference data type. The package java.util contains classes which only handles objects, so it helps in this case too. Now in the package java.util, whatever methods we are having in that package make use of reference data types or objects. So we have to convert those primitive data types into wrapper classes, or we can directly use the predefined wrapper classes as arguments to the methods in the java.util package. Then data structures store only objects and primitive data types, and in multi-threading we need an object to support synchronization. For that purpose also, wrapper classes are quite useful. Now, this is a list of all the primitive data types and their subsequent wrapper classes. Small char, as you can see, is having its wrapper class as character. Byte is having capital B Y T E byte. Short having short. Long, double, float, boolean, int. So all these primitive data types which we earlier studied are also having their wrapper classes. Now, what is autoboxing? Autoboxing is a phenomena in which the primitive data types get converted into their corresponding objects or reference data type, or we can say the primitive data types are getting converted into their wrapper classes. Okay, Java autoboxing is used to automatically convert the primitive data types into corresponding objects. Like in this example, as you can see, if we come to the main function, we are making a primitive data type character variable known as character, and we are passing and we are initializing it with character small a. Now this small a is a small char data typed literal, and then we are making a variable a having the data type as the wrapper class of char called character, and we are passing the primitive data typed character variable to initialize the wrapper class or reference data type a variable. So what is happening over here is the character, which is a primitive type, assigned to a wrapper class or a reference type. So this is the example of what we call autoboxing. And similarly, there is another example where we are making a new array list, a generic array list with integer, and we are adding a primitive data type 25 value, that is a literal, which is getting stored inside the generic array list integer. Okay, and when we are going to print it by using the function get of the array list class, we are getting the value. Okay, now what is unboxing? Autoboxing was converting primitive data type to its subsequent reference data type. Or unboxing, the unboxing is the totally reverse of this process. That is, unboxing means converting a reference data type into its subsequent primitive data type. How can we do it? As you can see, we are making a character that is this character is a reference data type, a wrapper class of a character, and small a is initialized to it. Now, this small a character literal is by default a small char. This small char that is a primitive data type is assigned to a reference data type. So this means unboxing is taking place. And then what we are doing? We are, in fact, in this step, auto boxing is taking place. But in the next statement, as you can see, a small char a is assigned a value of the character that is reference data type. So here unboxing is taking place, and exactly in the same way, the array list integer, the generic array list with integer as its data type is being added 25 as we saw in the earlier example. And then what we are doing is we are making this array list dot get 0, that it will return 25, and this 25 will be a reference data type value, and it will be assigned to a primitive data type. So here unboxing is again coming into existence. So here we have seen what are wrapper classes and what is auto boxing and unboxing. Okay, is this the program? It's printing 25. Okay, thank you for this session.